Hello, I'm Betty Hassenstab. I was born Betty Jean Rasmussen in Austin, Minnesota. I was baptized, confirmed, and married at St. Olaf Lutheran Church, also in Austin. I was in Sunday school from elementary through my senior year in high school. I sang in one choir or another from 4th grade until I graduated from high school, then college and church choirs until I was 80 years old. I love choral music and feel fortunate to live in the Midwest, where I think we have some excellent choirs, college and community. My choir director for many of those years at church and at my junior high school was Agnes Sjoquist, a young widow with one daughter. She, barely 5 feet tall, was responsible in large part for my love of choral music, but she also lived and shared her faith, and that also fed ours. She died of cancer in my senior year of high school, soon after she had written my letter of recommendation to St. Olaf College. I would guess my first prayer was, "Now I lay me down to sleep," as was probably most little ones' first prayer. Next, the Lord's Prayer. During Luther League days, we had a youth pastor that we liked very much and looked up to. I think he had a lot to do with helping us in our spiritual growth and helping us stay in the church and wanting to. He also, way back then, taught us that the pastors were not the only ones who should do the praying. He had us praying in our group out loud, and I will admit it was scary at first, but we got used to it. I am thankful to have grown up in a Christian home, surrounded by loving parents, also loving grandparents, aunts, uncles, good friends, and to have met my husband Don, also a Christian. We attended Hope University Lutheran Church while we were at the university. The pastor was Arndt Halverson, later at Luther Seminary. Before I ever met Don, I would see him come in the balcony on Sunday mornings, usually a bit late, but he was there. I've been a member of 7 different Lutheran churches and been blessed by many pastors, seminarians through those years, interims as well. Some highlights or high points in my spiritual journey at Woodlake since 1967, when we became members, have been worship services where the gospel has always been central and preached every Sunday. Church choirs, children and senior, Sunday morning adult forums and Bible studies, Bethel Bible series, Stephen ministry, home communion ministry, families moving forward, circles, prayer shawl ministry, teaching, Sunday school, and Trinity, a wonderful early confirmation program, Pastor Fred's class called Companions in Christ, to name a few. We're so grateful our kids could grow up at Woodlake. They still have friends from Crusaders, canoe and sailing trips, and Bible camp. Another place where a lot of spiritual growth took place in my life was at the Cenacle Retreat House in Excelsior. Several Woodlake women used to go there every year during Lent for a long weekend. We were warmly welcomed by the sisters and visiting priest who came for the weekend to lead discussions. We were allowed to commune with them around the altar, and for me, much spiritual growth took place there. Our families were young, and we looked forward to that time alone with our God every year for 3 whole days. Thanks be to God. Be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46:10. This is a verse that has calmed and comforted me so many times during times of stress, our children's illnesses, family and friends' illnesses and deaths. It has seemed to come to me at just the right time. Since I don't chalk these events up to coincidence, I believe they are God ordained and thus come when they are particularly needed. During the pandemic, political unrest, and other occasions, they have been much comfort recently. Our faith journey will continue.